Hey everyone, let's take a look at a Rashi in Parshat Re'eh. So the pasuk is Hishamer lecha pentela olotecha b'chol makom asher tireh. You can offer a korban anywhere you like after the Beit HaMikdash is rebuilt. That's the pasuk. The Yisur of Yevamot. So Rashi says, Hishamer lecha liten lo tase al hadavar. This breaks lo tase b'chol makom asher tireh. Anywhere that you see, literally, asher yala al belibecha. Rashi says that anywhere that rises up in your heart, anywhere that you're looking around, you're thinking, where am I going to offer my korban? Aval atamakriv al pinavi. You can offer shchute chutz al pinavi. Kagon Eliyahu behar hakarmel, just like Eliyahu at Har HaKarmel. So let's say you're an Israelite and you're at Har HaKarmel. You're allowed to. It's built into the Isser that you're allowed to listen to a Navi who's telling you, oh, offer a korban here. So that's very interesting. Because Eliyahu at Har Carmel is a paradigm where you can listen to a Navi to violate Isurim in the Torah. Here, Rashi is saying that it's built into the Isser permission to listen to the Navi. Let's take a look at the home sugya for this. In Masechet Yevamot and Daf Tzadi Amud Bet, there's a list of things that, where as if the rabbi said you can violate the Torah. For example, if Rosh Hashanah falls on Shabbat, as it does this year, you don't blow the shofar on Shabbat, even though it says in the Torah that you should have a zichron teruah on Shoshana. Lulav says in the Torah you should take the lulav on the first day of Sukkot, and yet, if the first day of Sukkot falls on Shabbat, you don't take the lulav. So the Gemara is discussing all of this, along with more examples. If you learn the Gemara, you can get into it. The Gemara comments, wait, everything on this list is sheva al taseh. It involves not doing something, not blowing a shofar on Shabbat, not shaking a lulav on Shabbat. Where, as if the rabbis have the ability to do this, because they're not telling you to go against the Torah, they're telling you to not do something, and not doing something is, not going against the Torah. It's not doing anything. Everything on the list is shev al taseh. But you know what is going and doing something? Offering a korban. Because you have to take the animal, you have to shecht it, you have to burn up the animal on the mizbeach. You're doing things. So Tashma, let's bring in more data. The pasuk says elav tishmu. This is a pasuk in Parshat Shoftim, where it says Navi mikirbecha me'achecha kamoni yakim lacha Adonai Elohecha elav tishma. There's a mitzvah aseh to listen to a future Navi. So the Gemara says afilu omer lecha over al acha mikol mitzvot shebetorah. So the Gemara says elav tishma means if the Navi tells you to violate any mitzvah in the Torah, that's why you should violate it. Rashi, in our Parsha, Re'eh, said, in the lav of Eliyahu at Har HaKarmel, there was a carve-out, it's not a lav if a Navi tells you to do it. Back into the sugya. Kigon example, paradigmatic example from the Bible of where Eliyahu told the people, offer a korban outside of the Beit HaMikdash. Kigon Eliyahu b'Har HaKarmel. Hakol lefi shah shema lo. That's what elav tishma means. There's a mitzvah to listen to him and to do it. Smarter than says shani hatam dichtiv elav tishma. It says in the Torah that you should listen to, Rashi terms a navi emet, who says you have to listen to a rabbi if they tell you to violate the Torah. So the Gemara ends up saying that Migdar Milta is Shani. First says the Ligmarmine. Let's learn that from a Navi to a rabbi or the rabbinic establishment, legitimate rabbinic establishment. Tricky how to establish that. And then we could have people violate Isurim B'Kuma, say. It says Migdar Milta Shani, as in accepting that yes, we can go from Nevi'e Emet to, let's say, Rabbane Emet. Still, that permission only exists in the case of Migdar Milt, to change things, to solve a problem, like Eliyahu at Har Carmel. Rashi explains, let's go into the Rashi in this. So Geder v'takana, ki hatam, in the case of Eliyahu at Har Carmel, sheshivan al yedei ken me'avodat kochavim. They were worshiping Baal, so Eliyahu did what he did. He had them do certain things to prove that Hashem is the true God. Hashem hu Elohim. No, that is story. It is Eliyahu Har Carmel. And Rashi says that in the Isser of Shchutei Chutz, what he had them do, actually it wasn't Usser because, Hishamer Lecha Liten Lo Taseh Al Hadavar B'chol Makom Asher Tira, and you were that you choose. Asher Yela B'libecha Aval Tamakriv Al Pi Navi Kagon Eliyahu B'Har Carmel. 12:13 in Sefer Devarim. Parshat Re'eh. So what's going on? So first of all, I think it's a big head scratcher to really think what's going on. It's a novel approach to Eliyahu at Har Carmel, but maybe the seed of this is in Rashi here on the daf. Eliyahu at Har Carmel, Shekri Babama, Vishat Isser Abamot Haita. It was an Isser Bamot time. V'ika Karet Dishchutechot V'Karet Deha'ala. There was an Isser Karet, both on the shechting and the burning of the korban. So maybe what's going on is that Rashi and Re'eh is saying the Isser wasn't such a strong Isser because you're doing it all Pinavi, and therefore it wasn't an Isser Karet. And therefore, either it was like a normal low taseh or it didn't apply, and you only had the aseh of the lav tishma, and it was like a normal case of aseh's doche lo taseh. That's why you were allowed to do it. But it seems very, very important to Rashi and Parsha Re'eh that there's a carve out in the Isser itself of Shchutei Chutz and Ha'ala v'chutz, of you can't do it in a place that you choose, but you can all Pi Navi. I think it's a real head scratcher and really worth thinking about